Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. I'm going to continue on the dismantling of stuff on the XM to get to the starter motor. Yeah, it's a big deal to do. Of course, I'm also changing the radiator, so it's not that bad. But next up, I think I would like to see if I could get that starter out without removing too much stuff. So I think I'm going to try to just remove the heat shield from in here to see what's what. Maybe remove the oil filter. Maybe it will be possible to get it out that way. If not, then I'm gonna detach the exhaust manifold, then maybe that's enough just to take that down. If that's not the case, then I will dismantle it down here at the connector down there. So yeah, let's just try. Everything is really loose in this heat shield kind of stuff. It must be quite noisy, but it is a Citroen, so it's not hugely surprising. But where is it connected? Oh, it's down there, right there. Ah. That came off easier than I was expecting. It would be so nice if it's possible to take out that starter from in there without having to remove everything, but I really doubt it. As shown in the previous video, one of the nuts are already loose. One is missing, and the last one down there is still attached. So let's try to undo that. There we go. This was the only nut that held it in place, and it wasn't really tight. You can actually see the entire starter motor moving. I am wondering if the problem with this starter is not actually a broken starter, but a loose mounting. That could be the case. I'm really hoping not to see a completely wrecked flywheel from this treatment, because of course it will be rough on the on that. And I have disconnected the battery, by the way, because this is a very easy way to short out everything, because there is a live wire going to a starter motor. If it's possible to take it out without removing the exhaust, I will be very happy. If not, I will be slightly mad at Citroen design, because it's just silly, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be possible, at least not this way, but I'm going to try. I wonder if I take out that oil filter and the dipstick, that I should get room enough to drop it out that way. I think that could be possible. I need to take the oil filter out anyway, because I need to change it. If you remember the startup video, I did change the oil on the engine, but I did not change this because it was impossible to get at it at that point, because the car was all the way on the ground. The hydraulic wasn't working and all that. I couldn't even get my jack underneath it. So I'm going to remove this now and then see if I can undo the dipstick tube, because then I think maybe we can be lucky to get it out that way. Fairly stock oil filter. What's going on? Am I spinning something inside the engine? I don't think it's coming off. Oh, there we go. That was a long threaded thingy. Now, I don't know if it's silly even trying, but I am going to try, because you can see the starter motor in there. I think you can, at least. So if I remove this dipstick, let me show you that it seems to be screwed into the engine block right there. And maybe there is room enough to just get it out. we go, that's clogged. That one is off. Now I actually think everything is disconnected and we should be able to remove it if there's room to get it out this way. And that is going to be very exciting to find out. Oh, this is so close, but I think we are having a problem now at least. It's almost out. Come on. Nope, that is just not gonna happen this way. If I remove the sensor down here, oil level or temperature, I think it's a level sensor. But if I remove that, more oil will come out. But I think also there is a high probability that I can take this one out. This is a level sensor, but I'm not sure it's possible to take out. Yeah, it is. Oh, phew. Come on, please. It is so close now. Oh, is this a plastic cover that I can remove? It is. There's a metal plate down here that I can remove that gives me more place, more room. I didn't see that. Let me just show you. Can you see that plate right there? It is bolted. It is bolted on right there. And it will remove this piece, make a lot more room. Why didn't I see that before? I think maybe I could have taken the starter out without removing the sensor, but not a big deal. But anyway. You just need to know the correct sequence of stuff, then it's not that hard. So that seems to be the problem. Oh, there we go. The starter is out. Oh, looks all right in here at least. Let's see if we can take a look at that flywheel up there. I don't know if I'm showing this, but it looks just fine in there. Slightly worn, but all right. Nice. This will be all for tonight. I'm going to continue on this tomorrow. So if anyone needs to change a starter on an XM, and I know a lot of people are fearing that job, it is a big task, but it's not that bad. But yeah, as you can see, you have to do a little bit of disassembling to get there. But I'm very glad that I didn't have to remove the exhaust, because it's not that big of a deal, but it is introducing the possibility of snapping some hardware on that one and then making that a bit more complicated. And yeah, on an old car like this, the less you have to take apart, the less the probability is for it to go completely haywire. So see you in a bit. I'm gonna go to sleep for now. Before installing the new starter motor, I'm just gonna treat this area. You could, of course, wire wheel it down and paint it and all that, but I'm going to give it some oil. I think it's called Overtrol oil. It's not a sponsored thing. I wish it was, because it's wonderful stuff. It stops the rust, it protects it, and it makes a protective film or surface over the rust. I think it's, and I haven't tried it, but I think it's a bit like a fluid film that I hear a lot about, but I don't think I can get that locally. But this stuff I like a lot, and it's a good way to protect areas like this when you don't want to go completely bananas with painting and all that. this will protect it just fine, in my opinion. And then I hope I can just fit this one. Oh, it was maybe up like so. Into there. And I bought the wrong starter. Everything fits, but the thread size is different. Then I inspected it a bit more, and it turns out that it's not only the thread size, it is also a little bit shorter in the protrusion into the bell housing. Not sure that will matter, but it's just not the right starter. So I have aborted this and ordered the right starter. I'm going to send the other one back. But I'm not going to be able to put the starter on, and because of that I won't be able to put the radiator on. So we're going to have to do something else in this video. What about changing those brake discs that I ordered the wrong ones for last time? Last time I fixed up the brakes and it turned out I got the wrong discs. Now I got the right discs. Let's put them on. It is annoying me because I was careful when I ordered parts, but apparently not careful enough, because yeah, it's so easy to get the wrong stuff, but you will always have to check the year of the model and all that. On a Citroen you got the Orgra number that you can rely on. But that's just the way it is. Let's change the disc. We're gonna have to drill that one. There we go. This is unfortunately all the progress for today, because I will have to wait on that starter to continue on. Yeah, I could start maybe fixing some rust, and I might do that, but I will wrap this video up at least. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.